Hello, flat earth researchers, debaters, and debunkers. This YouTuber, Ronald Layton, has shared quite an ingenious but simple idea for actually making an observation into the sky using three people to determine whether those three people are on a level or a curved surface. So I wanted to give this guy a shout out, and for anyone that is based in the US, I think this is where Ronald is. Maybe you'd like to get hold of him and participate in this. So I'll just play briefly his description of the experiment setup and leave a link to this video in the description so you can go over and listen to the whole thing and see what you think. And yeah, join Ronald if you like in creating this other alternative conclusive final conclusive observation rather than a final experiment. So yeah, it's great. I think he's right that although it's a really simple idea, I don't think anyone has actually kind of thought of doing it this way as a collaboration. So let's hear what he has to say.
Here it is. You get three people. You probably don't even need three. Two would do it, but three just for an extra reference point. One, two, three. And you have them orient their camera so that it's level, pointing straight up, and the bottom of the camera, which would be the bottom of the picture you're taking, is oriented with a compass to the north. And this is what you would end up with. On a globe, you would have three different points on the surface of the globe, and this represents the picture you would get, this direction right here. And you can clearly see that if we're on a globe and you're in three disparate locations, you would get vastly different pictures of the sky, because the sky is what it is. It's steady, and you get these three pictures all synchronized and take a picture at the exact same moment, and then you match up the edges of the pictures with what you see. You're looking at the sky, you get your pictures, you have a huge divergence here on a globe, whereas if the Earth be a level surface under some type of dome or such, your stars and the moon are in or beyond the firmament. And here's your three cameras. As you can see, there's no divergent angle due to curvature. And what you would get is three pictures straight up into the same steady sky. And there would be no great change. The relative distance between the pictures would look the same in the picture as it would be calculated on the ground. You would have pictures straight up. Your stars and moon would reflect this. However, if you're on a globe, they're going to be vastly divergent, and you won't be able to just take your three images and put them side by side and have a representation of the sky.
Well, there you go. Seems like a fairly simple idea. The illustration on the left, I'm still a little bit confused about because if he's talking about people in three different locations, as you see on the right, one, two, three, would you put them on the surface like this, one, two, three? But then again, I suppose he is just talking about what would be just a small space. This would be a relatively short distance of, well, it could be, as he suggests, across the US. So you've got if you've got people on the east and west coast and in the middle, then yeah, that still would take up a fairly short space. But I think he's right that if you're all looking straight up, and if you are on a curved surface, then you would see this divergence. Yeah, the photos would not necessarily match up, or there would be some weird overlap. I'm not sure, but certainly worth trying. Why not? It doesn't take too much effort, and could be hashed out. I suppose you might have to think about whether all the cameras have similar lenses or similar fields of view uh, as far as their focal length goes and things like that. Um, it may or may not be an issue, I don't know, but maybe something that you could talk to Ronald about yourself. So if you are in the US and you'd like to take part in this conclusive observation, then why not give it a go? Uh, this could work as a method that could be obviously repeated in various locations. But kudos for Ronald for thinking of this. I mean, we often rely on photographs taken from a single point, don't we? And then talking about this and that, and of course, perspective is an issue. I'm racking my brains here to think how the subjective individual perspective of each observer would maybe affect this or not. But I think essentially uh, there should be a way to determine whether those individual camera operators or observers are on uh, a plane, a level plane, or a curved surface. The only other suggestion I would have is for those observers to take horizontal pictures as well. Why not? If you're out there shooting up towards the north, just put your camera horizontally as well, and I suppose that you would then also be able to see whether those photographs align symmetrically or whether there is some kind of divergence or curve separating them. Yeah. So yeah, share this idea, get it out there, see if other people are interested in doing it and joining Ronald. So I'll leave a link, as I said, in the description. Get a hold of Ronald and see if you can collaborate on this. Nice one. Thank you very much.